Ready for bars 9 to 16? All right, here we go. Okay, break it down. So the first lick is based on this C chord shape, right? So you take, if you look at a C chord here, if you were just to play it with these three fingers and replace the nut with your first finger. Oops, that's better, isn't it? All right, so that's the shape we're talking about here. And of course, that is the fifth of the chords, a little note that you can reach from that shape. Okay, so starting from the 10th fret of the high E string to open to the 6th fret, which is the flatted third of the G chord. So we slide that up to the major third once again. Alright, now remember you're coming with a downstroke, so don't worry about that slide. You got to slide, but then you still start this little segment with a downstroke. Up, down, up, down, up. Okay, now the chord switches to a G7 right there. So we're going to hit that 7 of the G7. Chromatic from the F or the 10th fret of the G string. 9, 8, 7. Alternate picking, of course. Alright, down to the 10th fret of the D string. Alright, now we're going to jump up, or sorry, down to the 7th fret, which is the okay, and then that's where we hit the new chord. Alright, so let's see if you can hear it if I play through it slowly. Okay, so we're on the C chord, 10th fret of the D string, which is a C. Right, and we're going to do a pretty typical little country thing. Okay, so from 2, flat 3, major 3, 7, 8, 9. 8th fret of the B string. Now it's the 10th fret of the B string, and then we're going to skip this major third and hit straight for the 8th fret, which is the flatted third, for a kind of a bluesy sound there. Alright, so up to there. Okay. Next, we're preparing for the full cadence, which kind of marks the punctuation of the 16 bars. Alright, so we're going to start over that G chord. Right, so that is the cadence right there. So we're going to start it from with the same lick that we did over the G C progression just now, but this time we're going to move it in such a way that we can go over the 5 chord instead of the 4 chord. So 10th fret, open, flat 3, major 3, 8th fret, just the root, 5, 6. Those aren't the fret numbers, but rather the scale tones. They're actually fret numbers are 7, 9, 8 of the B string, 10 of the B string. So we're gonna a little double stop here. So 10 with a 9th fret full bend. Release the bend to the 9. 7, 9, back to the root, which is the 8th fret of the B string, of course, and then 10, 10, 11, 12. So again, that's the A, B flat, B, which is flat 3, major 3, very common in the, well, in the blues I guess too, but a lot in country. And then 10th fret of the E string, 12th fret, and we're just going to hit an open string. You're hitting this lick pretty fast. It doesn't really matter that it's the open string or what note it is. And then you're going to hit the 13th fret of the high E string with a full bend to get the root. So alright, I know I'm not doing a whole lot of explaining about the right hand on this one. Just note there are a couple times I'm using a hybrid technique. Right, so that's just where I hold the pick and just using my middle finger. And I'm jumping in with the pick there. Right, doing the rest with the pick for the most part. The double stop, same. Right, so generally with a double stop I would do that. Alright, so here we go. I'm just going to play through the entire thing.